Hello YouTube family, welcome back to the channel, and today we got a good one. Alright, so today I actually wanted to put the two to the challenge. I wanted to take a look and to kind of compare Instacart versus Doordash, and how do I feel about both. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, then please make sure to smash the subscribe button if you guys enjoy this video or like what you see on the rest of my channel. And a huge favor would be for you guys to smash a like if you find anything in this video valuable. So we're gonna go ahead and get straight into the video, but first things first, I want to go ahead and say that there are things that I both like and dislike about both of these platforms that we're going to be talking about in this video. One thing that you do have to keep in mind throughout this video is that I do feel that it is very difficult to do just one of these gig apps at a time. So if you're really trying to do, the full-time thing, then I highly suggest that you multi-app. And another thing before we even get into this is that I feel that a lot of our markets are very different. So your market might be different from mine. Your area is definitely going to be different from mine, unless you live in the same exact area that I do my shifts in. Then yeah, so the numbers may change, the wait times may change, everything may change depending on your market. Okay, so now it's time to go through my likes and also my dislikes on both of these platforms. After we run through the likes and the dislikes, hopefully at the end, in the conclusion, we're gonna pick our winner. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with Instacart. Now the first thing that I really enjoy about Instacart is the potential for higher tips, okay? Some of the tips that I was given as an Instacart shopper was insane, all right? These tips were unmatched compared to, DoorDash or whatever else I was doing. So the tip potential, that has to hit this like list. Another great thing that I like about Instacart is the fact that you can make great connections, So in my area, it's not really that big, but it's not really that small. So after you do Instacart or DoorDash for a while, you tend to start recognizing the customers that you keep serving or you keep helping, or they recognize you. So after they recognize you so many times, then after they see your name or your face, then they're just going to just try to give you better tips. Most of the cases, okay? Most of the cases that I had that happen to me, and they remembered me, they gave me a great rating, and then they also give me a tip at the door. So yeah, the tip potential on Instacart is amazing. Now, when I first started Instacart, I feel that the payouts were a lot different, and it was fairly easy to come up with at least a couple $100s a week just by doing Instacart. But the last and final thing that I like about Instacart is the fact that the customer has the ability to go in and adjust the tips. If your customer service was A1, then they can go ahead and boost your tip. And I've had a couple of those as well. So I feel that, the transparency is there when it comes to Instacart opposed to DoorDash. We all know DoorDash has the hidden tips and sometimes the bad orders, and we're going to get into that in a few seconds, okay? But now we're going to go ahead and talk about what do I not like about Instacart. Now, brace yourself, because I don't think the list is that long, but there's a few things that I just didn't agree with when it comes to Instacart. Now, the first thing that I want to go ahead and talk about, maybe you guys will agree, but if you're really not that experienced as a grocery shopper, some of these batches can really take a long time, okay? And if your time is money and you're spending more and more time in the grocery store, then you're kind of making less money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So just learning the layout of the grocery store can quickly change that, and then hopefully the grocery store has the products that your customer is looking for. Now, another thing that I kind of dislike about this, because I just feel like it's unfair, because I've had people in either the comments or reach out to me, and they said that they were trying Instacart, but they were slightly disabled. And when it comes to Instacart, I feel like it's just not friendly for everyone, just because some of these orders are massive, like 50 to 70 items, and then you got 2 cases of water that you have to carry up 5 flights of stairs. That is insane. You know what I'm saying? That is literally insane. So I feel that with that aspect, it should be a little bit more transparent. Or, I mean, you know, if you're on the 5th floor, then you're gonna have to meet me outside with like a cart or something, because that's crazy. Another thing that I kind of dislike about Instacart is that the batches are kind of hard to come by in my area now. Now, last summer, they were just going crazy. I was always busy, okay? But now I feel like, you know, they're here, then they're there, then they disappear, and then they just don't come back for a while, and then they appear, but then they quickly get snatched up by another shopper. I just don't like how I have to compete for a batch, especially if I'm in the middle of driving. Like, I gotta stop everything that I'm doing to accept the batch, and then to find out that it's a bad batch because I accepted it too quick. It's a mess, okay? It's a mess. So that's one thing that I do not like about Instacart. I wish they were more batches and they came more frequently, but hopefully that'll change in the future. So now, piggybacking off that last one, I also didn't like the wait times in between each and every batch that I delivered. Okay, so after I went, shopped, delivered, I would literally have like 30, maybe an hour just of time in between each batch before I got my next one. And that's really not good for business. The fastest way to be set up for failure while you're doing Instacart is to not be prepared with the right gadgets or the right gear, okay? Let me tell you, when it's going to be summer soon. And when this summer hits, it's going to be hot. So please make sure that you have all your insulated bags. You know, if you have a lot of apartments in your area, then please make sure to have a cart to where you can put the groceries in that cart and take them up the stairs. Some people are fortunate enough to have elevators, but not all places have elevators. And I found that out the hard way, okay? When it comes to all the gear that you might need as a either DoorDasher or Instacart shopper, I do have an Amazon influencer store link down below in the description. Go check that out. I just added like 58 different items just the other day. So go check that, go check the gig work section out, and trust me, you're gonna find a lot of things that you're gonna want and need. And the last and final thing that I really dislike about Instacart is that I feel that there is no cap off to how many items somebody can request. If I look at my phone and then an order is coming from Aldi, it should not say 200 items. Maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm wrong for that, but when it comes to 200 different items, I feel that they gotta change that, okay? Either you shouldn't be allowed to drop that, like to put that many things in your cart as one person, like I'm doing it by myself. Or they should change it to where there's a guaranteed tip and you get to see that guaranteed tip before you even accept the batch to see if it's even worth struggling like that, okay? So a lot of the times I go into Wegmans and I see other Instacart shoppers, and then you guys are really smart, okay? You guys have got the hooks on 2 different carts, so while you're pushing one, the other one follows. Like, you guys are doing it. But for some of us, you know, not so skilled like myself, I'm not trying to haul, you know, chain up a few carts and all that stuff. So I feel that there should be like a max to either the items or to be completely transparent. And I need a great tip, especially if I'm doing all of that work, okay? So y'all let me know how y'all feel about those likes and dislikes down below in the comment section. Y'all let me know if you guys kind of agree, if you guys disagree, or what are some situations that you had to face as an Instacart shopper down below. So now it is time to talk about Doordash. Doordash is something that I'm currently doing, and I can actually say it's taking up a lot of my time, okay? So not in a bad thing, it's keeping me busy, which is always a good thing. But let's go ahead and talk about our likes and dislikes about Doordash. First things first, if you love fast money, fast cash, and just being quick and busy throughout the day, Doordash is the app for you. The best thing, the best feeling that I have is just the fast deliveries, okay? Just fast. You go in and you get out. I like that, okay? I like that. Instacart, you gotta go in, you gotta shop, you gotta replace, you gotta customer service it up, you know what I'm saying? If they don't have it, you got a refund. It takes a minute. It takes a minute. Now, DoorDash, you go in, sometimes you gotta wait, you get the order, and you meet the customer. Plain and simple. It is easy, okay? It is easy. Now, with it being quick, it is also very easy to learn and to pick up quickly. So I think I did like 3 DoorDash deliveries one day, and it was a breeze, okay? I had a little bit of trouble navigating through the app because I didn't know the steps or like, you know, how to take the picture and all that other stuff. Like, I had to navigate through the app, but it took literally like 30 seconds and I figured it all out, okay? Like, I figured it out. If I can do it, you could do it too. So quick, easy, it's simple. Most of it is self-explanatory. And if you ever need help, they do have the DoorDash support that you could just give them a call and they will easily just talk you through whatever you are facing. So going back to our markets are different. So with our areas being different, I know my market a little bit more. So I would go to a different part of my town or my city and I would go and DoorDash there, okay? I wouldn't do it around my house because I know where I do go and do my shifts, those restaurants are just always popular, okay? So when it comes to that, my area is pretty profitable with the DoorDash, so I'm always busy and I like that. There are no wait times, okay? There are no wait times. You're in, you're out. Sometimes you gotta wait for the food, yes, but I'm not waiting 30 to an hour in between each and every order. So I highly love that. Like, I love it, okay? I love it. It's always a great feeling when you go into the restaurant to pick up an order and the order's already ready. You go, say the name, and you bounce, okay? You go, do the delivery, and then you just earned your first or your second, maybe your 100th dollar. There you go. Now, the last thing that I want to go ahead and talk about on this like list is just the amount of tips and the amount of hidden tips that I received during the dinner rush. Dinner rush is always going to be somewhat my favorite just because, yes, it is hectic. It's good and bad. There's probably increased wait times, a little bit more traffic, but the hidden tip potential is insane, okay? So people are more likely to spend more money on their last meal of the day, which is, of course, dinner. So hidden tips come very frequently in this area. Well, my area. So now it is time to talk about our dislikes about DoorDash, okay? The first one, it should be kind of obvious, but it is, of course, the wear and tear on your vehicle. You are probably driving a lot when you're doing DoorDash, a lot more than you would with Instacart possibly, just because it's literally just, you're going all day. Like, not really all day, but you're going at a rapid pace. You're driving there, you're picking up, you're driving to the customer, and then you're driving around your area looking for another order. The wear and tear on your vehicle, and of course, you know, gas is crazy right now, but the wear and tear on your vehicle has to be the top dislike for this. So if you have a vehicle dedicated to gig work and DoorDash, then you are winning, my friend. But a lot of us got started later in the game after, you know, we already had a vehicle and we just signed up just to try it out, and that's what we just doing, okay? So yeah, that's the first thing on the list. Now, another thing that I dislike about doing DoorDash is that a lot of customers have either no tip orders or they don't tip a lot. Like, some people will tip like 50 cents, okay? So there's a lot of bad orders out there, and that's one thing that I really don't like about DoorDash, because with all the bad orders, somebody has to take them later. The bad tip orders are always, this is another thing that I don't like about DoorDash, is that the bad tip orders or the bad orders in general are always stacked orders, okay? There are so many times that I get a good order, like what I perceive to be a good order, which is a double order. One of the 2 orders in the order will make up for the bad one sometimes, not all the time though, okay? So be prepared when you get a double order from the jump Be prepared to have at least one that's like $2.50 no tip. And then the other one might be the bulk of what you saw. You know what I'm saying? So like they're just stacking two. One is a bad order. The other one is either decent or really good. And then they're just hoping that a dasher picks it up. So be on the lookout for those. Typically, I don't like to accept double orders unless I'm already working on an order and then a second order comes in and then I can see the payout, I can see the mileage, and I decide from there. But if DoorDash is giving me already a stacked order, I don't want it. I don't want it. Now, of course, going back into what I said previous, the gas prices, okay? Gas prices are, I guess, going down and then going up, going down. I'm not too sure, but I am at the gas pumps almost every other day, okay? So gas is a big expense when it comes to my business, and I need it, okay? I need it to continue to make money. So the one app that I can tell you guys about is the Get Upside app. It's literally a free app that you can download right now, and it gives you cash back on all of your gas purchases. Not only gas, but you can also go to restaurants and use this, and you can also go to grocery stores and use this. So just make sure that your local grocery stores are on the list of redeemable cashback offers, and you're all set to go. Now, the best thing about Get Upside right now is that they're actually running a promotion that if you either use my code or use my link that are down below in the description, if you use either or, you will get $4.22 on top of whatever else you get at the pump, as long as your first purchase is at least $10, okay? At least $10. I don't know about you, but many of us going to the gas station to fill up our cars or to even put a little bit of gas in our cars, we spending a lot more than $10, okay? So it's fairly easy. You're going to get your cash back for the gas, and then on top of that, you're going to get that $4.22. It's a promotion that is going to be ending soon, so make sure that you either use my code down below or click the link if you do not have an account at all. So make that account, save some money, okay? Put some money back into your pockets, because you're going to be spending money on gas anyway, all right? So you might as well get something back for the trouble, okay? For the trouble. It's on the house, man. Now, the last point that I want to go ahead and talk about, what I dislike about DoorDash, is the long wait times in the restaurants. I feel like maybe it's just not enough employees for the workload when it comes to the dinner rush. I don't know what it is, but I had a really wild experience at Chipotle. And yeah, I had to wait like 20-25 minutes. And I feel for you guys that have to wait at these restaurants, because they're just overly, I don't know what they're doing, but they just crazy busy. And if you have a double order and you already picked up that first customer's order, and then you have to go to the other place and you have to wait, leaving the other customer's food cold, yeah, you guys have to be really careful about that. Just be transparent and don't be afraid to message your customers after you waited maybe like 5 minutes. They'll one, respect it, and two, at least they'll know like what's going on or what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to be transparent with that. Sometimes I got bigger tips through that, or you know, tips at the door. So hey, like, just be transparent. You know, you're doing the best you can. Hang in there and just keep going. So it is time for our conclusion, and it is time for us to pick a winner. So there's a few things that I want to go ahead and say in closing of this video. And of course, that is, I would not focus on either one of these full time. Like, if you're not multi-apping, then you're not getting that potential, that maximum potential of your earnings. Okay, so you really want to focus on multiple apps at a time. Sometimes DoorDash is a little slow in between the lunch and the dinner rush, and then Instacart is a little slow just randomly. I know a lot of people are back at work. Instacart was popping for me last summer because a lot of people weren't even back into the office. Okay, I was doing this with you know, the Roni Roan out there. So yeah, so I would say find some apps or some gig apps that you can pair together, and you will find a lot much more success with doing that. Now, I do feel that both of these apps can still be profitable depending on your market. So if you know your area really well, then you might luck out with the with either Doordash, or you might just be lucky enough to just do Instacart for the time being. But it is completely up to your area. So if you have a mall, or if you have a lot of fast food places around you, then you might want to consider Doordash. But if you have a lot of grocery stores, or you only have one grocery store around you, then you might want to think about doing Instacart. So I feel like, you know, the market kind of determines how successful you can be. But in my opinion, I do feel that Doordash has been keeping me super busy lately with, you know, the less and less wait times, because my area is just full of fast food and just full of opportunities. So for this video, I have to say the winner is going to be Doordash for me and my area. I know what zone to go to. I know where all the restaurants are. And a lot of the houses are kind of close, but not too far away from each and every restaurant. So I would say Doordash is my number one between these two. Y'all let me know how you guys feel about the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, then let me know that down below as well. Smash a like on it. That's how you can really show me that you like the video. Smash a like. If you're brand new and you like what you see, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and also ring the bell, and be ready for some more videos, because we're going to be dropping some more bangers, and I hope to see you guys in those videos as well. If you guys are free, then feel free to follow me on Instagram. That's where I usually post some funny reels. So if you ever need somebody to brighten up your day with some funny content, then feel free to follow me over there. My link to my Get Upside and also my referral code will be down below, along with my Amazon influencer store. So go and get everything that you need. I'm giving you all the tools to be successful. Now, if you really want to dive a little bit deeper in either Doordash or Instacart, I'm gonna leave up a few videos on this end card screen. So I feel that you guys should really watch these videos. If you like this one, you're gonna like these ones too.